Hey everyone, it's Brian with GreyWolf again. So this video is probably a little darker than I normally do, and it's because I still haven't gotten my lights together yet. I gotta find where they got moved to, and it's already getting dark outside, so I've lost the natural light for the day's videos. But I wanted to do an unboxing. Now, by the time you're watching this, I should have already edited and posted the update on the Jumper brand EasyBook X1 that I purchased for my oldest daughter. It was a complete failure. About 3 months into it, it just completely stopped working altogether. Highly recommend that you stay away from that brand. Their customer service and tech support is horrible. It took them like 3 weeks to respond to me, and even then it was just asking me for clarification on what was wrong, when I made it perfectly clear that the Wi-Fi and the battery were not functioning. So there shouldn't have been any question as to what was wrong. They should have said, okay, this is the address to ship it to. But I digress. Let's get back to the issue at hand, which is the unboxing of this, which is going to replace it. It's actually a lower cost machine. Currently it's about $170 before tax on Amazon, whereas the other one was about $250 or something like that plus tax. Came to like, it was $260 or something like that, and it came to like $280, give or take, after tax. This one after taxes was about $181. The main difference though, well, two main differences is, one, this is a 720p screen, that one was a 1080p screen, and then the other big issue is this one has no touchscreen and is just a standard laptop, whereas the other one flips into the 2-in-1, so it's tablet and everything with touchscreen. So there is that difference, so that's why there's a huge price gap. This, however, is an Asus brand laptop, so it should be good. She had a Asus L203MA before the Jumper and really liked it. It's roughly the same thing as this, just a different model. This is the BR1100CKA, which is, like I said, non-touchscreen, but a little bit thicker. It's a more rugged version. It's designed for students, and I'll go over some of the specs real quick and then we'll pop it open and take a look at it. So it has the slightly more powerful Celeron N4500 instead of the N4020. So a little bit faster of a processor, still dual core, dual threads. It has the 720p screen, which is the same as the L203 from Asus, but lower than the EasyBook. It has 4 gigabytes of soldered onboard RAM, and then a 128 gigabyte eMMC SSD drive. No CD drive, no extra hard drive. It does have Wi-Fi 6, so that will be an improvement. And then the drive that's in it is an M.2, so we can actually swap it out for a higher capacity drive and a faster drive when she's ready, so there's a little bit of a boost there. Now, as far as the box goes, you've got In Search of Incredible Asus, which is their logo, or sorry, their not their logo, but their branding, I guess, is a way to do it. On the one side, you've got all of the information as far as like serial numbers and part numbers and things. Asus written on the other side. Just some scan codes and whatnot, barcodes for like the box, and then what the size of the box is. And then on the back, you've got another list of the different serial number and part numbers and things like that. The fact that it has a battery in it so that when you ship it, and then just the little things as far as this end up, don't get it wet, things like that. It says shop for accessories at Asus Shop, and it is sealed, which is actually really cool because the seller that was selling it on Amazon stated that they opened the boxes up to test, and so you often get a machine with scratches of some kind. So we'll take a look at it when we open it to make sure, but it does appear that it should be brand new inside. The seller does sell upgraded versions of different models, and so that's why some of them come opened. There have been complaints about them as far as selling used items, and it's not necessarily that it's used, it's that it was upgraded. And so I can understand the seller selling it as new after having done upgrades and there being some minor flaws on it, but there shouldn't be anything major like gouges or anything like that. It should look clean, smudge free, that kind of stuff. I do like that it has the seal, and it is an Asus seal. It says Asus over and over again on it. So it's not like it's the company that was selling it, which started with an O. It was some weird long name. So it should be brand new inside. I didn't get any upgrades to it or anything like that. There is a version of it that includes a 4G LTE adapter built in so that it can not only do Wi-Fi, but it can also do your wireless through like Verizon and AT&T and those guys. But again, this is the BR1100CKA. It is an education model, so it is designed specifically for students. One of the cool features is that it's supposed to be a more rugged, durable version of the laptops that they sell so that it can sustain up to 120 centimeters of a drop. Basically desk height at school or table height at home. So let's go ahead, and if it pops open easily, then we'll just pop it open, and if not, then I've got something here that I pulled over. It does not look like it's coming easily. So let's see if we can get it open with this. There we go. All right. So that is now broken on the seal. We're gonna lay it down, open it up. Inside, it says, "In search of incredible." Now, it does have the laptop right here on top of everything. So it is an 11.6-inch screen. I'm going to set that down because that's what we're going to look at last. It does have the little Asus information here. It says register your laptop to receive 1 year of Asus ADP and other exclusive benefits. So it is supposed to come with not just a year's limited warranty on the machine itself as far as manufacturer defects, but it's also supposed to have a 1 year accidental damage warranty, which was one of the nice things about it that I bought it for. And then you've got your little manual here, so that's cool. This is just a little first edition, January 2021, so it is a little bit older of a machine, about 1.5 years old. And search warranty cards. This is the warranty information, which should have been included with the jumper, but wasn't. All right, and then we're gonna pull open this, and exactly what I expected. So, sort of disappointed, but not really. So, this is the power cable from the wall to the adapter, and then the adapter to the laptop. Now, when I was, let me get this out of the way real quick. So when I was purchasing it, I saw this in the information in the description, and so I was expecting this. Sorry, I spilled a little bit of water on there. So the adapter is fairly normal. For Asus though, it is a little different that they would include a power cable that goes to the wall with the 3 prongs. Typically they just have a little 2-prong adapter that you plug into the light socket and you're good to go. This one may require more power, I guess, or just be that they wanted to give it a grounding circuit. It is USB-C, so there is a USB-C charger that is a part of this. It is included, and that was in the description, so I was expecting that. Asus, however, usually does a type of DC power plug as opposed to the USB-C, and I was kind of hoping for that, only because my understanding is there's only one USB-C port on this system, which means that it will not be able to charge and use a USB-C device. However, my daughter does not have any USB-C ended cables that she would need to use other than the charger at this moment. So I am looking at the laptop and I'm not seeing any scratches. So it comes in the little case cover thing. And there is also the normal cover for a new laptop that covers the keyboard so that it does not imprint or damage the screen. So there is that as well. So that is awesome. I'm going to put that into the box to keep it in case we need to send it back to the manufacturer. Now I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to try and put the laptop down. It does the 180 degrees, so that is cool. So it does that. I'm not a fan of it going underneath like that. There are some models that of this, the BR1100, that have a flip screen for tablet mode. This does not seem to be one of those. On the bottom, there is, I believe, 9 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So those would need to be removed in order to get to the M.2 slot, which is underneath the keyboard. So what you do is you take off the 9 screws, or actually loosen them because they're captive, so you won't lose them or shouldn't. And then you have it open and you use a spudger tool to pop this loose. It looks like there's a little spot here specifically for that. So little spots here, here, and here. So you got that, and you just use those to pop it loose. There is a second camera here, so you do want to be careful when you remove it. But you'd put the spudger in, you'd remove up here, go across, make sure you get it all the way around. Pull this up, being careful because there are at least 2 cables connected to this, one for the touchpad, one for the keyboard. And then there's an M.2 slot that should be right about here. So the battery's going to be down here, and then the M.2 slot's going to be here-ish. And you unscrew that, put in the new M.2, put it back together again. Now, the one slightly disappointing thing about the OS on this is that it still comes with Windows 10 Pro. I'm glad that it's Pro. The fact that it's Windows 10 is disappointing because my daughter likes 11. I like 10, she likes 11. This is her laptop, so she's gonna get what she wants out of it. The screen here, like I said, is a 720p. There is a camera here with the flip switch to shut it off so that it can't be used to see you. And then you've got the camera down here. Does not seem to have a switch for that one, so I don't know, any details about that. On this side here, you've got, looks like, there's a stylus in here, so I may be wrong about it being touchscreen. I'll have to double check that, but I'll get it up to you with a cut screen and paste in a statement as to whether or not it is touchscreen and a stylus. It's not coming out for me easily, so I might have to dig a little bit to see if it even comes out at all. There's an HDMI. I'm not sure which version it is. There's a USB Type A connection, USB Type C, and then a power adapter. I am going to see if it will take the power adapter from the old laptop, the 203 model. If it will, and it charges it, then I may give her that as well to go with it, and that way she can charge it by the regular wall plug while using a USB-C device. And then it has your desk lock connector. On this side, you've got a full-size Ethernet, a USB Type A, a headphone jack, which I believe is headphone mic, so that you can use the headsets with the mic, power button, and then it looks like volume up and down. And it looks like here is a panel to remove for the 4G LTE, so you can put a SIM card in. But again, that functionality was not included as far as I'm aware in this specific model. Now let's take a look and see if it powers on. Nope, looks like the battery is completely dead, so there is not going to be any testing it out on this video. I will see about, at least in a couple of months, doing a release of an update on the situation as to whether or not it is still functioning, how it performs for her, whether it works for her day to day. She is a student. It is a student laptop. It's not a high-end machine. It is not a gaming machine. She does not game on it. She uses it for browsing the internet, for finding information for school projects. She uses Google Docs because that's what the schools here use. And then she does some other minor stuff. She'll probably do some word processing in Google Docs, the viewing of YouTube videos occasionally, but nothing extreme or anything gaming or anything like that. As far as the keyboard goes, it is a decent keyboard. It does not feel cheap or crappy like some of them. There's a little bit of flex or give in it when you press hard enough. It does have the sticker for the Intel Celeron, the Energy Star rating, and iCare certified for or by TUV Rhineland, and then the HDMI logo. But aside from that, there's no other branding. You've got here Asus written there, and that's the only Asus branding over here. And then on the back of the screen, you've got Asus, and there is a power light here. So if you're looking at the back of the screen, you will see the power light. And then down here, it's got your Windows logo and the model information that every laptop should have, as far as legitimate ones anyway. One of the ports, and I'm not sure which one, is USB, this one here should be the USB 2.0. And then this one next to the USB-C should be the USB 3.2. So that is, in a nutshell, the BR1100CKA from Asus. Again, it is not a high-end gaming laptop. It is a school laptop running a Celeron N4500 with 4 gigabytes of soldered on RAM. There's no upgrading to the RAM as far as I'm aware. No additional slots for additional RAM. So the only option to upgrade the RAM would be to take it to somebody or to be a person that can do it, and you'd have to desolder the RAM that's on it. So you'd have to find which chips are the actual RAM. You'd have to desolder those, find a replacement that's compatible, and then solder those on to upgrade the RAM. Not something that I recommend anybody do, and not something that I myself would even be comfortable doing. So as far as laptops, it is not an ultra thin, but it is on the thin side. It is maybe a ½ inch, give or take, thick when it's closed, but it is not the ultra thins. There is a little heft to it, a little weight to it, but I'd say it's probably around 2.5 pounds, give or take, maybe 3 pounds. I doubt it's more than that. So in a nutshell, that is the laptop. Again, BR1100CKA from Asus. I do hope that this video helps you decide if this is the laptop for you. I will include a link for Amazon. It will be an affiliate link, which means that I do get a little bit back if you use that link to purchase. However, it does not change the price you pay. Whether you use the link or not, you pay the same. And that way you can decide if you want the laptop, you can use the link. If you have any questions about myself, the channel, or the product, please feel free to leave them down below, or you can message us at Twitter, which is @TowersGrey on Twitter. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe using the link that should be right about here, and that way you can keep up to date on our videos and our community section. And I hope that this video showed you what you wanted to see with this laptop. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.